Our next guest says low back pain is the #1 chronic pain in America. And if you're sitting long hours at your desk, it can weaken those muscles. But don't worry, today he's here to help us by showing us some stretches that you can do to help strengthen them again. Please help me welcome back Executive Health and Wellness Trainer, Matt Peel, to the show. Come on, Peel Appeal. I like that.
That's it. How are you?
I'm doing good, my brother.
Great,
Thank you
Malik.
so much for coming back. And I'm glad we're talking about this because, look, so many people are sitting down right now, whether you're at home, at the doctor's office, at work. I gotta ask you, what is happening inside our bodies when this lower back pain starts to develop?
So what happens is our body remodels, and that's because our low backs are weak from sitting. You know, someone out there in Kennebraw is going, who that say that about that low back pain,
Yeah.
right? Right. So
Yes.
that's why I'm here to help it today to say you're not alone. So what we want to do is we want to strengthen the muscles around the low back because as they get weak, and we'll probably talk about it in a few minutes, the whole body will start to change. And then you have something called a cumulative injury cycle. So if you're hurt, then other parts of your body will start to hurt and have pain because of just your low back.
Come on, and we don't want the pain, everybody. We want to make sure our back stays strong. And you
right.
just alluded to it. You want to strengthen your back, and you also want to stretch your back. When it comes to strengthening your back, what muscles are we working with?
So like, again, we kind of talked about before when I came on. It's those muscles that you can't see. It's technically called your posterior chain.
Okay.
But it's everything you can't see that gets weak as we're hunched over, leaning over, typing, driving, all those things like that society does every day.
And I like that you mentioned that. It's just not people who are working at a desk. When you're driving, you're sitting down. Every facet of our life can be affected if we have lower back pain. And like you mentioned, it's your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. You're seeing it all right there, everybody. But I want to learn a stretch or a strengthening exercise that can help me with this lower back pain. What are we going to do to strengthen our lower back?
So actually we're going to work the muscles below the low back, which directly affects how your low back is positioned. So and these are some things on my course, you know, the 10-minute professional series, which we'll talk about. So we're going to talk about our quadriceps here, or our thighs. So we can just reach back, and if you need to balance, we're going to just grab our ankle. So the main thing we want to learn, some people stretch like this, or they lean over. But you have to be nice and tall and keep your legs in line.
Okay.
That's how you're going to stretch your quadricep.
Ooh, I'm feeling it. And how long and how often should I do something like this?
We want to stretch it for about 20 seconds.
Okay.
And you know, you can stand up and do it, you know, for 60 seconds every couple hours.
Come on.
Is important.
I'm
Absolutely.
feeling that strength, everybody, in my lower back. And now let's talk about stretching. What parts of our body should we want to stretch if we're trying to work
So
on
we
lower
were
back
stretching
pain?
that. We were stretching that.
Okay.
So we want to strengthen the back side, which is the hamstring. So that's your muscle here on the back of your leg.
hamstring.
So it's pretty much a similar motion, but we'll do what's called a butt kick. Right?
Okay.
So we're just going to squeeze our hamstring and keep our legs again
Should I lift
right
up my
here.
jacket so
Lift up
people
your
can
jacket
see,
so
you
we
know
can
what I'm
see
saying?
them shapely hamstrings that you have.
Come on, holding up the glutes, everybody.
It's directly affecting your glutes.
Come on.
Which then is why you have low back pain, because those are overly weak. So we really got to focus on those.
I feel better already, and we should do that, what, around 20 seconds each leg as well?
Again, we could do that about 12, 15 times, and again, every couple hours. It doesn't have to be all the time. Just when you get up, you give yourself a little stretch, and then do that little butt kick 12, 15 times on each leg, and then get right back to work, and you'll feel better.
And I think your ideas are so genius. I'm mad I didn't come up with this. Everybody, look, we're in suits right now and we're doing this, but you have this 10-minute video series that you offer to people who work, employers as well, on how they can help with their bodies. Talk to me a little bit more about what we do in this 10-minute series.
Well, those exercises and the stretch I just showed you are part of it. And that's the whole point, is you can do this, as we're talking about, in work clothes, right there from your desk. You're not sweating, you don't need special equipment, you don't need to take a lot of time away. Take a minute, again, once every couple hours, do a couple exercises so they're right online. You can get on your phone or on your computer and just follow the program. And it's super simple. And then at the end of the week, at the end of the day, you're gonna start to feel your body change. You'll have more energy, you'll sleep better, you'll be more productive at work.
Come on.
And maybe your family will like you a little bit more.
I hear that. It will look a little better too, which is always a good option for sure. And like you mentioned earlier, you know, this is something everybody can do, all ages, whether you're 16, 60, whichever. If we do not focus on that lower back pain, if we have it, what sorts of long-term effects can we get in result of that?
Well, then you might start to lean over, or then you can't pick up a case of water off the ground because now you're leaning forward instead of using your legs. So now you have, from your low back, you have knee problems, then you have ankle problems. Then it's called, again, that cumulative injury cycle. So more problems develop, all because your low back is weak, and then you have to work and your muscles do things they're not used to, and they don't like that.
And we don't like that because the feeling doesn't feel good. I love what you just showed us today. And look, everybody, if you're sitting down right now during the commercial break, get up and do the 2 exercises we just did. I promise you, you will feel better. Thank you, Matt, for joining us as always.
Appreciate
and look, everybody, we have a special offer for our Great Day viewers. You can actually use the code GREATDAY, all caps, no spaces, and you can get 10% off the 10-minute professional series before the end of the year, which is December 31st. More information on how you can get the Peel, I love that. Log on to mattpeel.com. You can also follow him on Instagram or on Facebook at Athlete in the Game of Life. By the way, he also has a book. That's the title of the book, The Athlete in the Game of Life. Pick it up.